Hi guys, welcome back to my lab. If you're new, I'm Yori, welcome. Today I'm experimenting with the NARS Narcissist Eyeshadow Palette, and this is what it looks like. The box that it comes with is similar in its appearance. It's a little bit metallic in the front. It's very highly reflective, and this is the NARS Narcissist Loaded Eyeshadow Palette. This is available for $59. I did notice that it is currently sold out at the Sephora website. However, I was in my local Sephora and they did have it available in stock. So if you're interested in purchasing it, you might want to check your local Sephora. So on the outside of the box, there's a lot of information about all of the different shades. There's 12 shades total in the palette, and you'll find that they have a different formulation for all 12, and they are all listed on the back side of the box. All of the shadows do contain talc, so if that's something that concerns you, then this is not the eyeshadow palette for you. It is made in the USA. So this is what the palette looks like. Like I said, it's super reflective. On the back side, you have the names of the palette on this sticker, and also it does tell you that each individual pan has 1.4 grams or 0.04 ounces. When you open it up, and I did find that it's a little hard to open actually. It has a nice big mirror, and I'll just angle it this way, and you can actually prop up the mirror if you wanted, so that's really good for travel. This is what the eyeshadows look like. There is a nice mix of warm and neutral as well as cool tones in this palette. It also has a variety of different finishes which range from shimmer to metallic to satin and to matte. I did like that there are two good transition shades, like this peach one. At least for my skin tone, this peach one is a very good transition shade if I'm doing a warm look, and this one is a very good transition shade if I'm doing a cool tone look. Also for your lid, this one is fairly neutral here. This one is definitely warm tone, but you do have some more taupey colors that you can use on your lid as well. When I was applying the shadows, I did find that the mattes blended really nicely. So I used this one as a brow bone highlight. This one is a transition shade. This one to deepen up the crease, deepen the outer V. This one to line my lower lash line as well as deepen the outer V just a little bit. And this was my brow bone highlight. The gold is the color that I have all over the lid. So as I was blending the shadows, I did find that they blended really nicely into each other. There's not a lot of fallout at all. Like, I actually started doing my eyes first, as you'll see in the demo, but it wasn't necessary. It was just my first time trying out the palette. It wasn't necessary. I didn't have any fallout and I didn't have any cleanup to do. I did find that when I went to apply this shade right here, which is the one metallic shade in the palette, it didn't apply so well. I was using a MAC 239 brush to apply it, and when I applied it dry, it was a little bit powdery and I didn't really see the metallic finish. So I did dampen my brush a little bit with a little bit of Fix Plus, and that really impacted the effect a lot. Also, I did later on touch up, and I just applied it with my fingers, and I noticed that that gave the highest color payoff. So that's just something to know. I don't know if that's the same for the other metallic shades, because so far this is the only one that I've used. So I said that the shadows are really blendable. I think that they're also going to last really quite well. My makeup today, the rest of my makeup, was actually a small disaster, and I did have to apply a lot, and I mean a lot, of Fix Plus, and I even used some of this Glam Glow spray all over my face. I did not protect my eyes. My eyeshadow was already on, and I think my eyeshadow still looks pretty good, all things considered. So that's just something to think about. All right, so my final thoughts on the palette is that this is a very nice neutral palette. I think that there's something in here for everyone, whether you like cooler tones or warmer tones. It's definitely a palette that's good for every day. It's good for travel because it's very sturdy, and like I said, the mirror does prop itself up. It's kind of pricey at $60 because, for comparison, the Natural Love palette by Too Faced is also $60, and you do get a lot more shades. However, the quality may be different, and I think the amount per shadow is going to be different as well. So that's just something to think about. I think that this is an investment item, but if you are interested in it, it's been really popular, and I've seen it on a lot of people's favorite videos already. So I would really highly recommend you pick it up and just try it out for yourself and see what you think. I like it. I'm happy to add it to my collection. I like the look that I came up with. I think it looks really good. I will insert the clip of my application and I'll give you any more notes if...
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take.
Alright, hopefully you enjoyed the demo and you were able to see how easily I was able to create this look just using 6 of the shadows. Naturally, I gravitated towards the warm shadows because that's just me and I love warm tones. I did enjoy using the eyeshadow palette. I think that's really, really nice. And one of the things that I like the most about it is that it is a standalone palette. You don't have to reach into other palettes to create a complete look since you have a mixture of finishes in this palette. You also have warm and cool tones, and you do have a satin black as well as a dark brown. So you can make all kinds of looks with this one palette. I do like the one I came up with. I think it's very wearable and pretty. I'm very excited to play with it some more. Let me know if you picked up the palette and what you thought about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I did change the camera settings a little bit. Before, when I was filming, I would let the camera sort of auto decide what it was gonna do. But I've been doing a lot of reading to try to get a better picture and also have the colors show up because I think that's super important for makeup videos. You want the colors to be true to life. So let me know what you think of the new setup. And if I should sort of keep going on this path or if it was better before, I would really appreciate your feedback. I apologize for the bare wall back there in the background. I have some pictures, I just haven't put them up yet. I haven't yet put away my eyeshadow palettes, but I can definitely add this one. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please don't ever be afraid to experiment with makeup because you can always wash it off at the end of the day or immediately if necessary. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you really, really soon in my next video. Bye!